Hi everyone, welcome to this candle wax reading. This is going to be for the week of the 1st to the 7th of September. Using this green candle today. So what do you need to know for the 1st to the 7th of September? There's a lot of speed, so I see something coming in really fast. There were some delays. I see the work to be catching up. I'm seeing some important files that were stuck, or maybe you were waiting for someone to call you back and things will start to pick up pace. The energy is very fast and even the flame is really bright and strong today. I'm seeing a fish, but I'm just seeing the bones. Okay. So it's like you've eaten all the good stuff and now only the bones are remaining. What I'm getting is that you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. Okay, and you've put in a lot of hard work and really toiled for this particular thing. So I see you really enjoying the success as well. I'm seeing a lot of connectivity. This could be social media, this could be some sort of community that you have created or that you're a part of. I'm seeing something like a chain link. Something about Chinese whispers, when it goes from one person to the next until it reaches the last person, the actual message sometimes gets convoluted or distorted. So in regards to communication, sometimes it's better to have a direct communication with someone versus going via someone. Otherwise your actual message, okay, it would get sort of misunderstood or misinterpreted is what I'm getting. I'm hearing it's better to just have a direct line of contact with this person. I'm seeing here what looks like an alien figure. So maybe you're trying something or doing something which is very new to you. Okay. You may be exploring something which you have never done before. This could be as simple as a hobby. Somebody could be taking up pottery classes. I'm hearing something like diversifying your interests. Okay, doing something out of your comfort zone. Overall, the energy is quite soothing and calm as well in comparison to earlier weeks. There's a sort of settling down, a feeling of being more grounded. Okay. I'm also seeing somebody who's taking longer, deeper breaths. Okay, so if you were feeling stressed out last week, I see you feeling much more calmer. You feel like you can just breathe. Maybe you would have some more time to yourself this week as well. I'm seeing somebody having a heart-to-heart conversation, so where you're being completely vulnerable and sharing whatever you feel. Okay, maybe that's what it meant, that rather than talking through people, you sit down with this person and just share whatever it is that you feel. A very honest, open conversation. The flame is really big and beautiful. The energy is really, really nice. It's also a very productive energy, something very creative. I'm also getting very positive vibes. I'm also getting a message that you are learning to communicate or express yourself in a very beautiful way. Some of you could be into writing, some of you could be doing journaling, and that is really helping you. There's a lot of heart chakra healing as well. So sometimes when you don't have other people to speak to, you can also write down your emotions, write how you're feeling. The point is that you express yourself via some medium, okay? That also really helps the healing, because when we keep everything inside, then it starts to get internalized, okay? And yes, it affects the body in the long run. You can also use some sort of creativity, art, any form of expression, even something like dancing, cooking, gardening. Somewhere where your body gets to release these pent-up emotions. Somebody here may have been going through a lot of grief. Maybe the past 8 to 9 months is what I'm getting. Here I'm also getting a message that you're learning to be like a child again, you're having that curiosity to explore different things, having that mindset of doing things just for fun. It's like you're opening your heart out again. Maybe your heart was very closed for a long period of time. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing a stingray, and the stingray, of course, is a very beautiful fish, but as beautiful as it is, it also has a mechanism to protect itself, right? It can sting the person that tries to harm it, person or another, whatever they seem is threatening it. So the same way, you can still be very, very beautiful and gentle, and yet at the same time have your boundaries. When you feel threatened, or if you feel that someone is trying to harm you, but you don't have to create a 24/7 barrier or get completely closed up just because someone may hurt you. You have to learn how to enjoy yourself and open yourself up to love as well, okay? So it's learning to form a balance between both, and neither is it about being a doormat where you have to please everybody all the time. And neither you have to be completely cold as ice and just cut off the world, okay? I'm seeing a lot of lilies, a lot of leaves. There's a lot of foliage that I'm seeing. So maybe somebody lives near a dense forest, or maybe you're going somewhere where there are a lot of trees, okay? Maybe somewhere in nature. Maybe go where there are more open places, okay? Like it could just be a park or something, even if it's for 5-10 minutes a day. That will just help you recharge yourself, recharge your soul. If you've been facing any sort of creative block, feeling like you're not inspired, whenever we go in nature, okay, I would say personally that's one of the best ways to feel inspired again. Because when you're surrounded by nature, you're breathing that fresh air, there's so much of calm that you just allow yourself to again get into that flow of nature and be one with the universe again. You may be somebody that likes to meditate as well, and that's also a great way to channel some amazing creativity, ideas. With all the social media consumption and all the screen time and digital that we have nowadays, we do tend to get very overwhelmed, and that can tend to make us feel very blocked from time to time, okay? We are basically just over consuming, but not really expressing, not really having our own ideas to really flow through. Okay, so beware of overconsumption of outside resources and material, because it's like a very vicious loop. If you feel like you're not watching anything anymore, you sometimes feel like, oh, you're cut out, or you don't know what's really going on. You feel like you're not updated. You may feel like your friends know more than you. So it can be a little of a tricky situation. Okay, something like the FOMO that we say, the fear of missing out. So there is this sort of loop that we find a little tough to break out of that cycle, but it's okay. Do everything, but in moderation. Okay, you have to have fun at the same time, right? All right, let me just get your cards. This is for the week of the 1st to the 7th of September. I'm also hearing something to do with a greenhouse. So we have Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. Okay, maybe that's got something to do with the greenhouse. And then we have Irene with peace. There's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. Amazing. Like I mentioned, Mother Earth and peace. Just being in nature helps you connect, helps you reconnect, helps you get rejuvenized. Okay, and I'm also taking this Lord Shiva deck for the week of the 1st to the 7th. The bulb in my room is flickering, so yes. Oh, we have 3 cards. All right, so we have 1, blessings of Shiva with good fortune. May the benevolent blessings of Lord Shiva continually illuminate your path. You are regarded as a cherished child of the divine deity, bestowed with his divine grace. Wonderful. So you may be a follower of Shiva as well. Bhang with addiction. Transcend materialism and cultivate devotion to Lord Shiva. Yeah, like I spoke of, the overconsumption of all this media and all this digital stuff that we have going on, in this new age world that we're in. Like I said, everything in moderation. Okay, and then we have Rudraksh with detoxification and cleansing. Rudraksh beads are divine elements of Lord Shiva. Use them for cleansing and detoxifying your body and your spirit. So some of you may have these Rudraksh beads. If you don't, that's also okay. You don't necessarily have to chant. You can do whatever spiritual rituals, if you like, in your own way. The whole point is to balance out our material world and our spiritual world, because eventually we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So we should not forget our roots. We should not forget that eventually we are energy beings, right? We get so wound up in this 3D reality that we really forget to connect with our soul, to connect with the higher source. And the higher source is nothing but this universe. And coming back again to nature, I mean, that is one of the simplest forms of the universe. Okay, there's no better way to express the universe than to see a tree, than to see a flower, than to see a leaf, okay, or just watching the birds, okay, or the sounds of the ocean. This is, I would say, the simplest and purest form of the universe in action, right? And I'm just going to take 2 cards from here. For the week of the 1st to the 7th of September. So we have 2 cards. Number 1, we have romance. That's great. So for somebody, romance could be on the cards. This could be as simple as going out on a date, meeting somebody new, or maybe somebody is taking your relationship to the next level. And we have improving health. That's wonderful. So if you've been unwell, you could see improvement in your health. Overall, I'm hearing the word vibrancy, Okay, so yes, I also got a message that make sure that you are hydrating enough, okay, drinking enough water, giving your body enough nutrients, okay, because that just doesn't help with physical health but mental health as well. Remember, your mental and your physical health, everything goes hand in hand, and that also relates to your emotional health and spiritual health, okay? Everything is interconnected. All right, that was your reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, take care.